To set a schedule, which can be used to manage the events and alarms for your cameras, you need to first of all create a schedule. Click on Schedules, add a new schedule. For testing purposes, I will call it Test. Click anywhere in the white block to accept it. Click on Weekdays. Now this is where you want the system to record on default, or the times that you want it to record on default, or for your events, the times that you want your events to be pulled through to your operator system on default. So select all of the blocks to ensure that the events and the alarms will at all times be visible. Then on the dates where you do not want to view the events and the alarms, or you do not want the events or the alarms to come through to your operator system, perhaps because someone is not there, click on exception days. Now this is where you select the days that you will have a public holiday. Click on add. Select the date of the public holiday. As an example, I will use the 16th of April. Click on OK. Now you'll see, because of all the blocks that's blue, this means that from 12 a.m. The morning on the 16th of April until 12 a.m. once again, the evening of the 16th of April, it will continuously send through alarms and events to your operating system. So if you do not want this, which is your case, deselect all of these hours. This will ensure that on the 16th of April 2021, no alarms and no events will be sent through to the operator system. You need to do this for all of your public holidays. I will select the 1st of June, for example, and I want to once again deselect all the hours. If, for example, you do have a day where you only want this to happen at certain times of the day or certain hours of the day, you can do that as well. Just deselect the hours which is to your liking. So, for example, once again, let's say on the 4th of May, it's a public holiday, but only from 12 o'clock in the afternoon. So you still want your alarms to come through from the morning until 12 p.m. But from 12 p.m. until the evening, you do not want any alarms to come through to the operator station. Then simply deselect the times from 12 p.m. to 12 a.m. And that's all you need to do. This you need to do for all of the dates, which will be your exception days. This will then reoccur each and every year. So every year on these dates that you've selected, the same alarm will apply. So if you do have a date which changes every year, so for example, they work on every Sunday, or every second Sunday in a certain month is a holiday, which means the physical date will not stay the same. That date you will need to change every year, but the rest will still reoccur each and every year the way you've set it. Now, once you've done this, click on Add, and your schedule now has been set. The next step would be to go to Events, and under Events, select your camera. Now your cameras will be visible under encoders and decoders. Then click on Camera. Now your video or your video alarms is called Video Analysis, and it starts from 1 to 10. This is where your analytics can be set up. Now in your case, they have used Video Analysis 1 or 01. Click on the plus sign to open it up, then click on Motion Detection. Your camera will now be visible, or all of your cameras will be visible. This is where you select the schedule. So click on the drop-down box and select your new schedule. There it is, Test. So now this camera's alarms will only come through according to the schedule that you have set. Now you still want in the log alarms to be registered. So even though someone is not there, you still want the log to be able to send you a report, or to be able to pull a report from the log to see at what times an alarm has been set or an alarm has gone off. So what I would advise is you can select the same schedule, but in this case, if you do select the same schedule, it means that the days which you have selected as exceptions, it will still not take the alarm and actually register it in your log. I would recommend select always, which means that all alarms, even though it will not appear on the operator system, will still be visible in the log. So do this for all of the cameras that you have selected to record or to send only alarms through on these certain dates. Once that's done, click Save, and then click the activation button to send it through to the operator station.